things should be good. Things should be good for a second. Apologies. Gotta make sure that our internet stays up so that way you guys get to stay hanging out with me. Takes a few moments, but hey, that's good. We're back. We're good. We're good. I appreciate your patience. But yeah, you guys, let's get started. I didn't realize that the stream cut out. So I was actually like sitting here talking to myself, and Muppet came in and he was like, hey, you're actually not back yet. So we're here now. We're back. Stream's good. So happy to see you guys. Welcome to my kitchen. You're in my dining room. I have the sliding doors open. I have a window open. It's a nice 55-degree Fahrenheit day, a little bit of rain. And let's get on to this build. 191 pieces. And we get about 9 inches or 21.4 centimeters. The flower stem. My hand's shaky, so I have to be really careful. My nails are like really weak right now. I actually broke my thumbnail. So I'm gonna be a little extra careful opening things up. Yeah, so how's everyone's weekend going? I know Swap City had a holiday last weekend. We have a U.S. holiday, so it's Memorial Day weekend. U.S. gets a Monday off, and it sort of is like the unofficial kickoffs of summer. You ride it too hard and missed my exit. Yikes. I have this like rule with myself that I always leave the house like maybe 10 to 15 minutes early, specifically because I like to give myself time to mess up. Historically, every time I go somewhere for the first time, I usually mess up. I love how many options there are now for adult discerning radio enthusiasts. It's true. So you can see behind me. I have all the Legos behind me. I don't want to zoom out too much, so I'll just use the actual zoom and then I'll show you guys. So you can see we have a Lego above me, the whole shelf, the Venator, the Razor Crest, and the Millennium Falcon. So I've got all those for our backdrop today. Yes, May. So we're starting with sunflowers. Welcome. We have a holiday over here on the 29th, and I'm taking 30 off, so looking forward to that. Nice little long weekend for you. I hope you'll have a lot of fun. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm a bit of a, when I build Legos, I really like to make little piles. I've never, like I said, I've never had a garden. We had like a small one growing up, but it was never anything substantial. So Garrett just got a pepper plant. We also got a balsam fern. pepper plant staying outside because the cats, and we bring it in from the patio and put it in the guest bathroom at night. It's been cold. We had like down to 50 Fahrenheit this week. Go ballpark, that's like maybe 16 Celsius. I don't know. But it was pretty cool. And, you know, bring the plant in at night. Hello, Leopardo. Welcome. Welcome in. Plans our birthday party and one outing with a friend as well next weekend. So we just stay in and chill this weekend. Flaren is currently installing a Linux-based OS. Oh gosh. I mean, once he gets it set, it'll be so good, but like, setting up Linux is insane. I took a couple IT certification classes and we had to learn Linux. And I mean, it's amazing after you deal with the shenanigans of getting it set up. But good for Flurry. That's really cool actually. I hope Flurry does really well with that. Okay. Like I said, I like to make little piles of various colors, or all the colors. So they're little pieces. I gave it an hour on that bench before you give in and want your desk chair. Dude, I was trying to figure out if I can stand. I was like, I could definitely do a standing stream and like do that if I have to. My streaming chair's like too big though to move out. It's kind of annoying to wheel it out. It's wide. I mean, I didn't build 28 hours worth of Legos in the same spot, so I don't know who I'm to talk. Okay. We've got our first piece ready to go. Oh my god. Okay, so 24 wrenches and these little yellow guys. know, I should probably count how many I'm putting on here at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need 24. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. It seems I have to open the Logitech software. There might be an update. Yeah, I mean, trust me, I agree. But like my Logitech keyboard, sometimes it won't like light up if I don't have the app open. Okay, it's coming along. My little piles, Legos. Yeah, I have, what I love about streaming, not on my regular setup, like on my laptop, and I don't need to be like monitoring myself, is I get to listen to whatever I want to listen to. So you guys are listening to my ASMR, and my headphones are connected to my computer. So you guys are listening to my computer audio, and I get to listen to my iPhone. So I'm listening to my new playlist I made. So my brother and I is called A New Mope, and it's like rock music, emo music, every type of like rock genre. And then one other is, there's context to this, I promise. So you guys know in Star Wars when you're watching the Cantina band, and they're doing the do 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 do. So that is not called jazz, as in J-A-Z-Z. George Lucas decided to call it jizz, J-I-Z-Z. I'll just leave it there for you guys to, put the pieces together. So my brother-in-law, myself, and my husband, we have a playlist called Jizz Lucas. And it's just like electronic music, so it's kind of nice having like all these different fun songs that we listen to. I'm glad you guys laughed. I love George Lucas, but he can't write a love story, and geez. Hi, Maniac. Welcome. Are they actually changing it? I would 100% believe you. Because Disney is doing the erasure of Boba Fett's ship. So Boba Fett's ship is actually called Slave 2. And Disney is doing away with the word slave. But the irony is, the story is about a slave who gets rescued from slavery, whose mother dies in slavery. Like, this is a whole thing. It could be one or two. There's two slaves that exist. The plane just gonna try to like push some of them over a little bit because there's a little bit of like space between them. Hi Snake 80 ASMR. How are you today? Okay guys. So here's the start of our sunflower. It's so cute. Okay. Gladiator, the general, became a grounded person, the grounded person became a gladiator. Hi Snake, how are you? Yeah. So we're gonna need to do this one more time. I'm not sure. It's probably gonna be later on in the book. Okay. A brown piece, a wheel, and some green. Okay. Yeah, I think that's like the kind of like the beauty of it. Oops. Is because like you can have you know, decor Legos. So for example, depending on how much time we have on stream, I might consider finishing another Lego I have. So we have the botanical flowers in our vase, and we actually take any spare pieces, extra bits, anything along those lines, and we just put them in the base of this vase, and it sits on our kitchen table right where I'm sitting right now. And I have just a few bags left, maybe like 1 or 2 flowers left. But yeah, I love this because, you know, obviously you guys know it's Legos, but oh look, my cats broke this off, as they always do. It's like a lavender bush. So, you know, hypothetically speaking, if you guys didn't know this is a Lego, you would, you know, see it behind me. You might think like, oh, that's nice flowers. So that's kind of the aesthetic of it. Okay, so we've got this one started. Going on to the 6th page. I like the idea of using extra pieces of soil. You know, I never looked at it as soil. It was just sort of like, you know, we got the falcon behind us, and the falcon is a couple. Oh my god, I don't even know how many pieces it is. I don't even have a number to guess, and they give you like extras, you know. Millennium, Falcon, Lego build. Happy Saturday to you too. Okay, so the Millennium Falcon has 7,000 pieces. So we have a lot of spare pieces from those little tiny crevices. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you guys up to anything this weekend? Today I'm streaming. Tomorrow is the Monaco Grand Prix. I think it's on at 9 a.m. So probably get up around like 8:30. We'll make a cup of coffee or like a French press. Let's see. 9 a.m. So that's perfect. I'll just wake up at like 8:30, maybe even like 9:15, and just start watching it. Now we're adding these little like like additional flowers onto it. Okay. And on the next page, we're doing that with yellow. Okay, so 4 and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm putting 2 and 2. Okay, so we need 8 total. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's such a nice way to like relax and spend your free time. Because you're still building something, you're still doing something that's tactile with your hands, you're thinking, you're not on your phone. And Lego, they have like digital instructions, but they also obviously have the paper instructions because, myself included, I like getting off of my phone and being able to like build something and just relax. I'm playing PlayStation 2 games. Ooh, what games? My dad still plays our PlayStation, our childhood PlayStation 2 every weekend. He bought both of them, the first one in '99, and then he bought the second PlayStation in, I feel like '01. And then I have a PlayStation 4. I never had a 3. I skipped the 3 and I had an Xbox instead. Lucky greetings. Oops. Hello. I might have to shut the door in a minute or two. It's actually getting kind of chilly in here. I was running around just setting up stream and I was sweating. I had a sweat mustache. I know you guys love to hear about my sweat mustache. Okay, and this goes here. Oh, this looks really cute. Okay, guys, let me snap this in. Looks really nice. Okay, and now we're going to add some green pieces. They look like little, like the center of a flower. Chat, drink something. Have some water, coffee, whatever you got. I'm working on a espresso. It's a Belgian mocha. It's like a nice dark malty chocolate. I love it. You can just sort of taste the coffee flavors. Jinx, it's going well. How are you? How are you? Oops, that's not centered. I was just telling Muppet. Muppet was just in chat saying he needs a new keyboard. And I was like, I got a guy. I know a dude. Just trying to like lightly open the flower. You know, it needs to technically go through photosynthesis, but like it's plastic. I don't think it's going to. Okay. So I should have done these at the same time, but honestly, I'm just enjoying hanging out with you guys. I need a larger grain. Hello, ManPlan808. Welcome to the stream. Thank you. Yeah, I'm so glad you're here, Snake. I do ASMR here on Twitch several nights a week. I also multi-stream to YouTube. I'm not multi-streaming today because there was I'm on my laptop and it's just I don't have it set up. So if you are interested in more ASMR, I've been uploading ASMR for 13 years on YouTube. I started in 2012, and you know, I'd love if you could hang out with me. Okay. And then I need this little piece, and he's gonna stick up. And then we're gonna put this guy right here. Ooh, look, chat. Oh. Well, that was a fun build. I'm done now. I'm just not gonna let it go out of my hair. It's so cute. If you could like hot glue this onto like a headband or something, it'd be such a cute addition. Jinx, I hope you're having a nice birthday. You're having a nice birthday weekend. I love the dessert you posted. I love skillet cookies. Skillet cookies are so delicious. I grew up getting them at what's that restaurant called? BJ's Brew House. I don't know if you guys have that in your neck of the woods. So I'm gonna go back and build another one of these. I should have done it together, but it's fine. It gives us more time to chill and like get adequated to things. I just hit level 30 in October. My Instagram bio on my personal account says level 30. So chat, there is a major music festival going on this weekend in Boston, and it was going to be the first year I actually ever went. I was really planning on going when they announced it, but I ended up moving. So this weekend is Boston Calling. It's hosted at the Harvard University football field, and Fall Out Boy's closing the set. You know me, love to see them in Boston. Northeast German. We have a couple Germans in here tonight. I'm the East Coast of the United States. I live in New York. Moved to New York in March 2025. I've been here I think 9 to 8 weeks, 9 weeks, maybe approaching 10, but not quite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, Norm Macdonald just died. No, that was the comedian. The guy who played Norm on Cheers just passed this past week. I saw like a Cheers marathon when I was in Boston. I forgot to keep track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I need 9 more. 14, 15, 16. Wait, I'm making 24. I need, no, that's 9. Did you guys just hear my stomach? I hope you didn't. Okay, chat. We have one tiny wrench left. So the tiny little wrench will be going in the Lego bucket soon. Saturday evening is saved. I'm glad. Yeah, it's only 2:15 p.m. 14:15. It's pretty early for me, so I'll stream here for a couple hours. My guess would be that you knew all of this for the second part. So it's funny you say that, May. When Muppet built the Falcon, 7,000 pieces, he timed the whole thing. So 28 hours and 4 minutes. I don't know with liking nerdy things. I love being a nerd. You're then the Discord, yeah. That was quite the project to witness. Hey Hanson, I hope you're having a great weekend. You going up to Maine? Are you in Maine already? Thank you for the 50 biddies. I appreciate it. What are we snacking on? Nice. Probably should have had my breakfast. I probably should have had my breakfast. Like, no, but like 5 minutes ago, my stomach went. Meow. Oh, JD, hi. Thank you so much for the raid, JD. Thank you so much. Welcome on in. How was your stream, JD? I saw you streaming when I signed on. I'm so glad to have gotten to catch you today. I hope you're having a good night. I know it's very late for you, so I hope that you can relax, take a shower, have something to eat. Raiders, welcome in. It's so good to see you. I know JD helped you relax and gave you some really nice tingles, a calming place. So I'm really glad that you guys are here. And JD, thank you for bringing your community here and trusting me with them. So we're working on a sunflower right now, Chad. So this is for you, JD, your little sunflower to brighten your day and your evening and your weekend as you've brightened mine. You can tuck it behind your hair, Chad. There you go, JD. I'll take your headphones for you, and now you can have this little flower in your hair. So we've already built one of them, and we're just working on the next one. Sunset in 2 hours or so by me. So I believe I have in London it's 7:15. So that means for Germany it's 8:15, and for Sydney it's 5 a.m. So for JD it's like 3 a.m., right? JD, sweetie. Sweetie, 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 you gotta rest. You gotta rest, baby. I have a little 24-hour little universal clock on the bottom, so I know generally the time zones, because I have a mod in Australia, in like the East Coast, I think like Adelaide area, and then I have a lot of like EU viewers. Oh, okay, so I work night shifts, so this is the time. Okay, 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 that's fair, that's fair. Matt, thank you for the hydrate. Appreciate that, chat. If you've got something to drink, whatever you're working on, make sure you take a sip. I do have some water, but I also have coffee. Guys, I'm still working on trying to learn how to drink. We just figured out walking, and the week before that we figured out potty training. So pardon me as I figure out how to drink. Fuck. I still did it. I still did it after I told you. At least I can quickly get up because I have the mic packs on. Learning's going great. Yeah, you know, I didn't get the gold star this week. Madame, you have a drinking problem. I sure do have a drinking problem. I don't know how to drink. Okay. We can just blame Matt3094 for redeeming a water drink. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna shut the door next to me because it's kind of cold in here. I was telling chat it's 55 Fahrenheit, so I think that's loosely in like the teens, like the high teens for Celsius, but I don't know. And I'm just gonna lower this window. I'm not gonna fully shut it. It's not too loud. Okay, so you guys might still hear some of the birds, but for the most part, the nice breeze was coming in. May the force be with you. My typical streaming setup has a Star Wars sign behind me, an LED sign. Huge Star Wars nerds in this house. Velma, hey, you want to say hi to chat? So guys, you want to hear a funny story? I set up a profile for Bumble because I want to meet new people, especially having just moved. I don't know anybody in New York, and it was so funny. You know, they're like, what do you put on your bio? And I see people putting like funny memes about themselves. So I put, my cat accidentally went viral on TikTok once. Not gonna lie, the weather's been so miserable and cold here today that I just lit the fireplace. Are you in the northeast of the US? Because we're having very cold weather. My parents back home in Massachusetts got a nor'easter, which is when you have a cold front coming in from Canada and it mixes with a bunch of like moisture, and it can turn into snow 9 times out of 10 when during the winter. But in the warmer months, it's not snow, obviously. It's just pouring rain. Sam, but not wise, coming in with the Prime subscription. Thank you so much for coming on back, or coming on in. It's very nice to have you. Welcome to the Doodle Gang. I appreciate that. It means a lot that you come on into the Doodles and the community. never knew that Lego does flowers. I feel like they started that a few years ago. And I don't believe that items and materialistic things are gendered, but having more of like a aesthetically pleasing Lego has opened up women and girls who might not have ever shown interest in Lego because it's pretty, it's bright. I know a lot of girlfriends of my friends. Like, my friend just got married, and his wife loves the Lego botanicals, but she's never done another Lego before. So it's really cool to have that exposure to a new generation, and hopefully, future generations of girls will still play with Legos. My nieces and nephews do. It was so cute. We were on FaceTime with my niece, and she's 3. She turns 3 today, or a couple days ago. And her father goes, "Hey, look, you see the nice Lego that Uncle Gareth built? Do you know what he does with them when he's finished? He doesn't smash them." Yeah, I was hoping to stream on YouTube as well, but I'm on my laptop, and you have to like install like plugins to get it to work, and I was already like kind of hitting my threshold of when I wanted to start, and I was like, you know what, I can just upload this on the VOD channel, and anybody from YouTube who misses it, let's check it out there. Okay, Caitlin. Yeah, I mean, it was just this, like, I was running late. Velma, why are you meowing? Do you want to go see your dad? Yeah, Velma is a chatty girl. In case you're wondering, chat, that's what I wake up to every morning. I wake up to Velma yelling at me every morning. Items aren't gendered. The French and the Spanish languages heavily disagree. That's true. It's true. Velma deserves her spotlight. She was sitting right near me. She could have come down and said hi to chat, but she chose not to. Velma, why are you meowing, Mama? Oops, my finger got a little stuck under that one. So I broke a nail the other day, chat. It had been breaking for a while, and my nail tech just like glued it down. I probably should have just had her cut it, realistically, because now we're just talking about you. We're just talking about you. Come here. Look at this. What's this? Hi. Hey, what's this? What's this? Is it pretty like you? Oh, hi. Hello. She's like, I would hold her, but I'm wearing the mic packs, so I don't know how it'll work. Hi, look at the camera. Wow, good little squatchy girl. Oh, you're so cute. I don't want to see your butt. That's my little Velma. If you guys haven't met her yet, I know there's some new faces in the chat. That's Velma. Her gotcha day is in less than a month. I've had her for 11 months. She's my little 3-year-old. Yesterday was her birthday, give or take. You don't really know the animal's birthday, but that's what the vet records said, and they emailed me and said, happy birthday, Velma. So, it was Velma's birthday yesterday. She annoyed me this morning, and I was like, you're annoying. It's not your birthday anymore, Velma. Wants love. Inserts butthole into face. Yep, that's a cat, all right. Happy belated birthday. Yeah, she's my little Gemini. Ozzy's a Gemini. Garrett's a Gemini. My dad's a Gemini moon and rising, I think. Like, I was a motherfucker. I don't want to deal with it. Okay. Now we're going to add those, which I did. Now I need these two little green circles for the middle piece. Thank you for being here. I'm really glad you're enjoying the sounds. Like I said, normally I do more of like a traditional ASMR style. Lots more tappings. So yeah, appreciate if you're coming out on a different traditional stream or the YouTube as well. But hey, I'm glad you're here now. It's nice to meet people and chill. I'm looking for a piece and I don't see it. I need a piece like this little bent, and I'm not seeing one. That's interesting. It's very interesting. Green, 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 green. A bunch of these. I'll just ask Muppet to come out in a second. Velma took it. Honestly. Oh no, I actually don't see it. I don't think I put it on here. I mean, I obviously put this one on here because I'm supposed to, but... This just fell over. I thought that would have been funny. Okay, that's hilarious. I'm gonna ask Muppet. I have the mics back on, so you're coming with me, chat. I can't find a piece. Will you help me? Huh. Okay, so I need a piece like this, and I don't see it. So there's one on here already, right? There's one on here already. No. But I need another one, and I don't know where it is. And I already looked on the floor, because it's like these little green guys, and this one's straight. But you need a curved one. And I just don't see it. I mean, chat says Velma took it.
No, the other flower's just different. Just gotta turn the page.
Need more eyes. Summon the boy. It's true. Oh, so this was one that to go to that one, and this is one to go to that one. Thank you. Chat say thanks to Muppet. Thanks, Muppet. Oh my God. 2 eyes are better than 1, but we both wear glasses, so 8 eyes are better than 1. Hi, Emmanuel. How are you, sweetheart? Okay. Now that I figured that out on my own with no help from anybody else, never even heard of help, we're good. We know what we're doing now. Don't kill me for doing that, chat. Muppet pays for my dental. Okay. And then that's going to go in this one. I see. So this one's, okay, yeah, he's right. This one's curved. And this one's straight. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having a little curve. It's also okay with it being straight, you know? Both get the job done. Just saying. Oh, that's right. I'm missing a page because it accidentally fell out. Okay, so that's 13. Ma'am, you heard me. You heard me. I said what I said. And then, so 1, 2, and then I'm going to put this with that. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So this clips on here. Oops, 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 oops. And you know, little shameless self-promotion. If you guys enjoy listening to ASMR audio, you can check out my Spotify. It's the wind. Or you can check out YouTube Music. I have like a bunch of different stuff on there. I just came out with this ASMR album this past week on Spotify, and I really like it. I hope you guys will like it too. Okay, this one goes like there. Oh my gosh. I wish I had little like space buns in right now, because I would put these in my space buns. Okay, if we did that, it's page 15. Because that one's gonna get 2. Okay, and then I just need that little black piece that's blending into my table. Okay. And add one to this one. It just has one little piece. I don't know what kind of laptop this is. It's a Lenovo Legion. I love this laptop. I don't want to say I stole it from my mother-in-law, but I didn't not steal it from my mother-in-law. I kind of bullied her into giving it to me. 3. Well, I love my in-laws, and they're never going to watch my stream, so I can talk shit about them. They fell for a pretty bad scam, like information that should not be disclosed given to scammers. and it resulted in a virus on their computer. So after that happened, we were like, what do you guys want to do with your laptop? And they're like, we don't want to keep it anymore. So we were like, okay, like you just obviously don't have to keep it. AFK? Okay, we'll see in a bit. So when that happened, they were like, we want to get different laptops, we want to get MacBooks, we want to make sure that we don't get scammed again. So I was like, I want your laptop then. So I got our laptop. We just cleared it and did a fresh install of Windows, and downloaded what's it called? Some security software, and it's been great since. I'd probably end stream if I broke it. I'd be like, you know what? It's been 59 minutes. Y'all can. Good luck. Oh, these face upward. Okay. Salvaged. Right, honestly. I really like this. I would sit here and just fidget like with this all day. I just need to place these ones upwards, and then we finished our sunflowers. It took us like a distracted hour to do 200 pieces of Legos. That's not bad. We were shooting the shit, hanging out. It's very cute. Hi, Christopher, not walking. How are you, bestie? Oh, these are really sweet. Very, very pretty. Oh, so I'll leave these here since we finished them. That way, you guys can see. I guess that works, right? I think that works. Sorry, I'm just trying to. Okay, so I think next we have, I believe these are tulips. We have cherry blossoms and lotus flowers. Well, this one's 111, so we have to do 111. We have to do 111. Oh, beautiful. I hope you get to keep those. I keep a lot of voicemails from my family. I had a voicemail from my dad from 2012, and I'm like 99.19% sure it got deleted. It was the cutest message ever. I was 18 years old. I had just turned 18 a month beforehand, and I flew out to California by myself. And my dad drove me to the airport, and it was November 9th. So when I was there, I know it's weird that I remember it, but that's just how my memory is. And I was able to, I was in like 60 or 70 degree weather. I was looking out my window in Rambles, and there's a palm tree. And my dad calls me. And my dad goes, I'm driving down the Mass Pike right now, and guess what? I'm driving in a fucking snowstorm. But I love you, and I hope you're doing great. I can't wait to see you in a few days. I'm very sad that somewhere in the ether of having a cell phone, that dropped a piece. Currently waiting out some rain. It just started raining here, so I shut the windows. my parents got poured on yesterday. Okay, so we're making 3 little tulips. I should know how to save it on my computer. You would upload it to a Google Drive and then just download it from a Google Drive. Or like whatever drive you have for your phone, you can email it to yourself because it should be a small enough file. I have a second Discord account that I actually use so I can get like documents saved quickly between my computer and my phone. But also there might be something I've edited on my phone and I want to upload it to my computer. So I just use Discord for that sometimes. It's funny. It's very funny actually. I was watching Frivy, and Frivy was talking about how her DMs with Bussin, her partner, are just straight up like things she needs to like remember or do for herself, or something similar to those lines. And I was like, Queen, preach. And different channels. I love that. I mean, why not? Why not? You never know where you're just going to need to save a note. It's actually a good idea to make a private server. Okay, and then let's get these little pieces in a pile, and then we'll be in a pretty good spot with all of our colors spread out. Red, 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 red. Okay. More red pieces, more red pieces, more red pieces, more red pieces, more red pieces. More red pieces, so many red pieces, so many red pieces. Yeah, that's a clear. Oh, that's right. Okay, and now we have little piles. These look like Cheez-Its. Okay. Oh my god, honestly, yeah. I get that. Let's see what I messaged myself last. Maybe I can show you. Who knows? Might not be appropriate. Oh yeah, so like for example, I have a time zone converter that I put in my Discord every time I stream. And I tested out how it works, like in my private DM to myself, and then my Leia photos that I edited on my computer, a playlist, a photo. And it's just things like I send to myself from my phone to my computer. Are you playing with Legos today? We are. So we just built 2 cute little sunflowers. And now I'm working on a patch of tulips. And then we're gonna go from there on how on some more Legos, because I have plenty more to build. Car inspection failed? Oh, was it emissions? I mean, it's better to take the failure than to have the expiration, because the failure, at least you can get it done. We're going to take 2 white squares. I tried the new Sprite flavor. I have not. What is it? I will be honest, and I know this is like sacrilege to some people, but I don't really care too much for Sprite. I just don't like the lemon lime. It's just like so not my flavor profile. Nope. Brakes and tires. This is passing. I was planning on buying new tires anyway, so it's really just the brakes. Ugh. That's frustrating. It's frustrating because it's like brakes are a part of safety. Sprite and tea mixed together. Is it sweet tea? Is it sweet tea? I mean, it's the South, so probably. Oops, I almost just dropped it. 1K for tires. I expect you to understand. I mean, I just spent 800 on my tires in November. And that included purchasing, installation, all this stuff. Oh my god. Oh my god. Foodie, you're gonna die when I tell you this. Please don't die, but you're gonna die when I tell you this. I gotta take my glasses off because I'm gonna fight somebody. I am Mexican and I will pop off on a bitch. And I should have done something when I was back in Boston last week and gone to the dealership and like chewed them out. I didn't have time to. I bought 4 new tires in the Latina range, no joke. Oh no, I will. I bought 4 new tires. You know, actually, we're gonna start somewhere. Do you remember how I told you guys I was going through a legal matter in 2023? I was getting my property vandalized, and I was getting my car vandalized. And part of getting my car vandalized resulted in needing to get a new stem valve. So I get the new stem valve, and my sensor never works again. Never starts working again. So I have to manually check my air pressure in my tires, which I can deal with that. It's very frustrating. Whatever. But my sensors never worked again. So I got all 4 new tires. They switched them. And they're like, yeah, the sensors are going to work no problem, blah, blah, blah. Just run your car for 20 minutes and it'll reset. I've done the whole factory reset from Toyota. I've done the whole thing the dealership told me. Did everything the town tire place showed me to do. And it never worked. So I bring my car to get replaced or fixed up this past 2 weekends ago. And he pulled out my sensors and he said that they are so fucking old and decaying and they're a brand you've never heard of. He was like, there's no way these are 4-month-old sensors. He's like, they're not 4-month-old sensors. Whoever gave these to you, they did not change the sensors, and they said they did. So I need to find the invoice and see if I paid for the sensors, because if I paid for them, they should have done them, and they didn't, and I have proof that they didn't. So it's just been lit. It's just been great. My $400 sensors.
Cheers, no shit.
It's so ridiculous. I'm telling chat right now because chat needs to get new brakes and new tires because their car failed inspection.
Definitely smart to get some brakes and tires.
Yeah.
But, something's wrong. Sometimes people are just fucking lazy.
I mean, I let my brakes go down to like, what they say, millimeters, centimeters? I don't know how they measure it.
Your brakes were about 80% through their life.
Yeah, it was down.
They were really
They wanted 3K for his brakes and his tires.
Don't go to the dealership.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's Foodie's GTI.
Don't go to the dealership, Foodie. Foodie, GTI. GTI brakes are easy. Bring it to New York, I'll do it.
Bring it to New York, I'll do it. Bet Muppet, now you gotta drive it.
Better be stick.
Better be stick. 3,000 for brakes, and that's insane. They can go fuck themselves for that number. Oh, Chris, I'm excited. You're gonna get your purple rain. It was at the dealership. I was there for an inspection, LOL, Saturday hours. Like, you know, Monday through Friday you're busy, so you bring your car on Saturday morning.
Was there for like a state inspection?
Yeah, it was like the state inspection.
And they quoted him $3K to get done that day?
For the brakes and the tires, the quote 3K. Isn't that insane?
So it would cost extra because it's Saturday?
Saturday hours. Like as in he attended on a Saturday. I don't know if that means. I hate that sound. I hate that sound. Oh, so nothing's open on the weekends, yeah. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. Well, hey, at least it's all good. You know what's the matter, and you know you were attending to it anyways, so it works out in the end, right? Girl, I'm gonna print symbol. Dude, please get a print symbol on your wheelchair. That'd be so cool. I'm a little off-put by these colors, chat, and I don't think it's gonna matter to anybody other than myself, but right here, this yellow and this yellow is like completely different, and like that's not too big of a deal. It's like this is like totally pastel. There we go. This camera's better for that. This is like pastel and this is like a bold yellow. And that's fine because you're going to cover it up, but it's just interesting to see the difference. Oh my God, if someone, you know, it's actually a good point, because if you change your own oil, you know, the shops, the dealer, whoever, your dealership, they'll reach out to you and be like, hey, you haven't got your oil changed in a while, and they like, you know, send you like the caution, your car might be at risk email, and you're like, what do you mean my car might be at risk? And then you check the email and you're like, oh, you just want my money. I'm thinking about it getting a Prince tattoo because my mom isn't here to be disappointed. Get the tattoo. You only live once. You only live once. My mom doesn't like my tattoos. She does not like tattoos in general. She's not a fan of them. She just doesn't care for tattoos in general. But with that being said, she's never made me feel bad about my tattoos. She's never made me feel like uncomfortable about them. She's never been a bitch about them. I mean, she could have. I was living under her roof and I came home with a tattoo. She could have been pissed. But instead, she kind of understood. I was 21. So, fun fact, that no longer works for me. 3G telemics are dead. Volkswagen cars before the Gemix and the 3G coupled. So, I saved it. We've got the base of the tulips. Your mom said you might be allergic to the ink. Well, it's funny that you say that because I have this tattoo in my back, and it's my only tattoo that has a large amount of red in it. And red is known for being a commonly irritated ink. I don't know why. Something with the pigment. But thankfully it only gets like itchy and it raises. I'm sorry I can't speak all of a sudden. It will raise in size. But it's not common. It's not all the time. It's just if it's irritated, if it's like really warm out, if it's in the sun too long. Words are hard. Words are super hard. That's right. I did get my rupee tattoo redone. So Sneaky the Walrus, my mod and I, we have the same, we have a matching tattoo. His came out great. Looked so great. Mine, I went before him. It came out like shit. It was patchy. The ink didn't stay. Her machine like jammed, and she had to like change machines mid-session, and like she got like really quiet. And I think she was using a machine she wasn't comfortable with, because then she switched to another one. And I was like, oh my god. And Andrew, my mod, Sneaky, like he showed me his, and it has so much vibrancy, it has so much brightness. So I got it touched up by Sarah at the candy machine in Boston, and it was so great. It came out so much better. So I'll show you in just a second. Okay, so we're just doing one, and then we're gonna need to do 4 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Yes, and my rupee tattoo is on my right ankle. And yeah. I cleaned my table, don't worry. We're in a skirt, gotta be careful. Yeah, so I got a bunch of like stars added around it. It used to just be like this and this, but this triangle, it was really like messed up. So instead of being like a triangle, sort of like a shape, and she just went over my skin too many times. So by the time, you know, she had finished up with the tattoo, my leg was raw. I got to the parking lot and like TMI, but like, you know, they get like the second skin wrap, and like the wrap was just filled with blood and pus, and it had been like an hour. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're gonna need 1, 2, 3. This goes like this, and this piece goes like this, and this piece connects to this. This piece is connected to the Lego bone. The next piece is connected to the Lego bone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we need one more of those, so that's gonna go like there. We need another green. And another one of these, and then the leaf. You know, chat, because I don't have my Stream Deck, I haven't given you guys any raffles today. So you can win gambling currency. It's just like a fun way to keep chat fun and active while we're just kind of like doing our thing. So I'll start a raffle in just a moment. And hopefully you do well. If you don't, that's okay. We always run more. And every 30 seconds, you can gamble your currency. Okay, we need a red piece. And come on, insert please. There we go. Okay. So here is our tulip. Oh, this is just adorable. Oh, I love this so much. Okay, so let's go back and build the stems. Once again, I should have done them together, but I kind of get like carried away and like I want to pay attention to what I'm doing. Once I learn how to do it once, I kind of get the idea on how to do it again. Okay. Excuse me. Excuse me, chat. I'm gonna finish the building this stem. I'm gonna have a little 420 break-a-rooney. Coffee's on. Yeah, I got a little bit DoorDashed coffee this morning, like a sweet baby angel. And I woke up to a coffee. I'm still drinking it. I heated it up at the beginning of stream, so I'll have a sip in a moment. It's only 3 p.m. on the East Coast. It's a nice and early afternoon. Chris, I couldn't take a picture of it the other day, but I saw a handicap plate that had like a handicap joke. I was gonna take a photo, but I was busy. I was driving, whatever the situation was, and I was like, Christopher would love that. Anyway, like I've said to you guys before, my grandfather was an amputee, and his way of dealing with his life, what happened to him, was humor. You know, laugh through it. You know, he lost his leg. You know, he lost his other leg, but he didn't lose his humor. He didn't forget how it was, you know, that's life. He stayed true to what made him get through the day. For some people, the unconventional method of laughing through something traumatic is not their favorite thing to do, but for some people it's the best ways you can live your life. Yeah, I wish I could have taken a photo. I'm pretty sure I was driving. And then yesterday I saw like an $100,000 car, if not more expensive, parked like right next to me. So I stopped and I like drove by it again. It was a Porsche 911 Tegra GTS. 911 Targa GTS. It like starts at $100,000, and it was parked like right next to me in this parking lot. I was like, please don't park next to my Corolla. I can't afford to hit your car. Like, I literally cannot afford to hit your car. This reminds me of like a okay. And I just need to do this once more. Okay. And we just need this green guy. Guys, we've built like 5 flowers. You know, photosynthesizing takes a lot longer than building a Lego. Why don't we just plant Legos all over the place? Here we go, chat. So we've built these tulips, all these sunflowers. Definitely can build some more. What's funny is that I picked these up. Do you guys remember back in the day when you watched the Disney Channel? It'd be like, you're watching the Disney Channel. And they'd draw the mouse. That's what I feel like. So exciting that we've built in a few. It's our little garden so far, and then these are our extra bits. Like I said, the soil for our plant is extra Lego bits. Okay. We're gonna do, I think I want to do the lotus flowers. I'm gonna do lotus flowers. I do have to use the restroom, chat, so I am going to take a moment. I love you guys. Don't go anywhere. If you haven't already, please consider joining the socials. Discord is the best place to get the most like active, up-to-date, real-time notifications about my streams and stuff. And then, yeah, I'll give you guys a raffle in the chat. It's really funny because I'm wearing these mic packs, so I have to like make sure I mute so I can go to the bathroom without taking them off. Because I'm not going to make that joke. I was going to say that content has to be behind a paywall, but I can't make that joke and mean it. Okay, I'm back. That was good. Okay, so this is 220 pieces. This is a batch of lotus Legos. We're gonna open this one open. Oh, chat, we got 3 bags. Ooh. 3 whole bags of Legos. That's crazy. I don't know how many the Falcon was. How many bags was it? Oh, I love this color. I might be like an emo kid all grown up, but pink is like favorite colors ever. You know, I'm just saying, I think it's things you find at the grocery store. It's just like another brand. So instead of like Girl Scout cookies, you would get like whatever the brand name is, but it's the same thing. You just can't. Don't quote me on that. You'd have to check the internet for that, but like I'm pretty sure I've read that before. Okay, chat. Let me. I'm just on the other side of the kitchen. I need to grab my meds. It's my medication time, and if you guys take meds, make sure you take them on time. Have something to eat with them. Have some water. Just my epilepsy meds. I take it 3 times a day. The fun part about taking epilepsy medication is it's also a mood stabilizer. You know, start to catch my energy and my mood dragging later in the day, and I'm like, oh, I can take my meds. Oh yeah, I take Lamictal. I take Lamotrigine. I like Lamotrigine. It works well for my brain latuda. I take Concerta, Lamictal, and Lexapro because I have general depression, general anxiety, PTSD. And ADHD. I was diagnosed with all of those things this year. Last year I did neurological psych testing. I don't take Keppra anymore. Keppra was the devil. Keppra was like the worst medication I've ever taken. It makes you absolutely crazy. Okay, so there's all these like little tiny connectors, and they're gonna blend into my coffee table. Kitchen table. Okay. Oh, the one got stuck on my fingers. I don't know that one. Oh, it's an SSRI. Yeah, I like my SSRIs. Okay. we're gonna finish organizing these, and I'm gonna hit my vape for a few minutes. We're just gonna take like a 5-hour chill chat. Oh my god, there's so many! You know, usually you're used to calling like these little things like big beautiful pieces, but instead they're like tiny little pieces and they're annoying me. Okay, almost got them all piled up. Do you guys make piles, or do you guys just dump them out and pray? I think I've like tried dumping them out like once, and it did not last very long. These like little frogs. Oh my god, there's so many. There's so many of these little guys. Okay, but we have our piles good to go. Oh, chat. Chatty chat. It's been a long week. It's been a very long week. It's been a good week though. I didn't like tell you guys. There's honestly no point in bringing up the past, but it's like last week. As of last week, my best friend of 15 years and I are no longer in each other's lives. For all intents and purposes, I ended our friendship. So it's just been like an interesting week, kind of navigating my feelings and like honoring my feelings and being okay with them, while also not like beating myself up, being okay with my decision. Just, going through the motions. Slopey1, hi! I hope you're having a wonderful weekend too. How are you? Welcome in. Thanks so much for watching. I know the time zones are a little weird sometimes. East Coast of the US can be kind of tricky, but I have a lot of community all over the world. So it's nice to be able to get live during the day and get to meet new people and see new people. Okay, so I just need these two little triangle bits, and they're gonna stand up like so. You definitely will. You always will, Christopher. People always show their true colors eventually, and it's sad. But for me, my experience, while it might be sad to some people, and I will admit I was sad at first. The first day it happened, I was like, there's no way I just did that. All this stuff, but it's so worth focusing on your own happiness and spending time with people who genuinely care about you. messaged her and I said, I'm no longer continuing this friendship. Here's all the reasons why. I wish you the best of luck in life, but I have got to do my own thing. And that's kind of the first time I've ever, like, straight up, like, broken up with a friend. But you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. You know what I mean? Hey, Snake, welcome back. Welcome back in. Thanks for being here. Yeah, welcome back. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for coming back in. Oops. Okay. Okay. Perfect. I'm sorry, I don't think I understand your question. Snake. Okay. A lot of notifications. Okay, take that. Yeah, I've never ended a friendship like that. Just, you know, like you said, friendships naturally have always ended. But the last, several months, I've just felt extremely disrespected and uncared for. You know, life just had to be different and better. Honestly, I love bless you. Yeah, so sorry, I didn't mean to just I need to take a minute and just decompress my brain for a second, chat. Yeah, so Sloopy. These come in little individual boxes. I'd imagine they're starting $9.99, maybe go up to a couple, maybe $15. I don't know. They're pretty inexpensive. That's why I bought a couple of them. And they're nice, they're easy, there's not a lot of pieces. Yeah, let's do a quick Google search. Lego Cherry Blossoms. Lego Cherry Blossoms product line. It is currently $8.19 on sale at Target. Let's see the sunflower. Legos are awesome. They're not just for kids, they're for everybody. The sunflower is $7.99 at Target. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely, you don't even have to get them in real life. You could probably just order them and get a whole kit and caboodle. And then I was telling chat earlier, Sloopy, that we bought, I bought this a while ago, a really long time ago. I should finish it. But I've got a few more in here. Oh no, my content creating friends were like, they're incredible. So this is the other botanicals that we have. I haven't finished it. I've got, I'd say, like almost all of it done, if not like maybe. Maybe I have. Oh, okay. So it looks like we did finish the flowers, but all the extra pieces are from the heart. So I did this on stream years ago, and when we moved, a lot of the little bits fell off. That makes sense. I think you saw, yes. So there's that. There's another type of botanical flowers that just came out like a little while ago. And then this was actually a Christmas present from my mother-in-law, and it is the poinsettia Lego. Now, we actually can't have a poinsettia if you have cats. They are deadly to cats, lethal. So this will be a really exciting build to do. It's 600 pieces, so I probably do like a single stream doing this, because these were like 100, another 200. This is like another like 200. So we're already up to 600 pieces of Lego, and we're only at under 2 hours. So I definitely think I could build this guy. And then, like I said, we have a lot of Legos, so my mother-in-law kind of went crazy at Christmas time. And this is another one I have to build. Sweet dreams, Christopher. I love you so much. Thanks for being here in chat. Appreciate you. 2 cats in your lap as we speak. Oh. Oops, I'm so sorry, Chad. I don't know where my cats are. I don't know where my cats are. Ozzy's probably in a window somewhere. I'll show you guys this photo from yesterday. Actually, I'll show you guys. Can I show you guys this without doxing myself? No, I cannot show you that without doxing myself. So they share a cat bed. I have 2 different cat beds, one in one window, one in a different window. They have a 6-foot tall cat tower. They have a little pedestal. They have a pedestal in both bedrooms, and they choose to sleep together in the window. Now this is the cat, the male, the boy on the left, excuse me, the boy on the right. He was so resistant of his sister. It took him like 6 months to like truly 100% come around to her. But Velma has had a litter of kittens, 2 litters of kittens. So she's a very social cat. So when it came to Ozzy, and Ozzy was like, no thanks, she was like, you don't get to tell me what I get to do. She's a sweet pea. Yeah, it took them, oh my god, okay. So 1, 2, we're gonna have to do 15 of these, chat. Hey Todd, how are you? Hello, 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 happy weekend. Come on in. Yeah, so Ozzy was a quarantine cat. He was the only cat in the house. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 years. I did live with a dog at one point, but that dog was not a dog. That dog just was a shell of a creature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Ozzy was very happy to live alone for a while, and then I interrupted his peace and quiet with another cat. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, I'm glad you have something to do this Saturday evening. Like I said, it's still pretty early in the US. It's 3:30 on the East Coast. But I'll be here a little longer. That's okay. I mean, listen, this is what I like to tell chat. Your support, such as physically being within the space of the community, means more to me. I also like to remind people that there's a monetary obligation on Twitch, but it's more important to just watch the stream, to just be in the stream, to be lurking in the stream. That helps numbers. And yeah, if you can chat away. But if you're like, I don't want to chat, I just want to listen, nothing wrong with that either. It's your experience. And I don't want people to ever not feel comfortable in their experience. When I moderated one of my newest moderator, I was like, hey, I don't want you to feel like you have to come to stream, because like stream is a place for people to relax. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I modded Hi Jinx. Jinx is a long-time viewer, but also very active in the community, very wonderful person. We've played games offline together with some other community members, my friends, and it's been great. Yeah, so my mother-in-law, oh my God, my mother-in-law, keep in mind Christmas is December, as most people probably know that. My mother-in-law told me January 2025 that she had bought my husband the Millennium Falcon for Christmas. So my husband has like a rainy day fund, and he'll put a certain amount of his paycheck every couple of weeks into that account, and that's how he's been able to buy the Razor Crest. That's why he's able to get the Venator. That's why he's able to get the Falcon. So with the Falcon, his mom told me in January of 2025, hey, I bought Gareth the Millennium Falcon Lego. So here I am for the next 11 months hearing my husband go, I really want to buy the Falcon. I think I should buy the Falcon. Do you think I should buy the Falcon? I have the money for the Falcon. Do you think I should get it? I finally lovingly snapped at him. And I was like, your mother will kill me if you get the Falcon. Don't fucking buy it. And he was like, oh, I'm getting it for Christmas. I was like, yeah, you are. He didn't really believe that he was going to get it. And then that was his big Christmas gift. It's really cool. Really, really sweet of his mother to do. And then, like I said a few minutes ago, she really went overboard on Christmas. And she gifted me a Lego set that I can't believe she bought this for me. She brought me, okay, so she gave my husband the Falcon, me a Lego, I'll show you in a second, and my brother-in-law Rivendell. So everyone got a big Lego, which was kind of crazy. But her love language is gift giving. She's retired, so spend your money how you want. This is the Lego my mother-in-law got me for Christmas. And it's absolutely massive. It's going to take me a really, 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 really long time. A really, really, really long time. So it's the entirety of the Nightmare Before Christmas village. So you got Jack's tower with Sally. There is Man Plan. It came out last year, I believe. It has the Christmas countdown, the mayor, and then it has the swirl hill. So I'll pull it up as close as you can. You guys can see the schematic. I need to build it, honestly. I don't know. It's insane. It's insane. Like, bless my mother-in-law. She's a beautiful person, beautiful soul. I love her so much, but like, I don't know when I'm going to be able to build it. But you know, I honestly could build it on stream probably. And make it like a weekly thing, and we build it over like a couple weeks. I mean, I probably shouldn't look how much it costs because I didn't buy it. It's $200 Lego, so that's actually pretty good for like an expensive gift for your partner. You know, it'll be a big, you know, the big gift, but if your partner's a big fan, you know, birthday, holiday. I also can't help but notice your Savi's workshop. Yes! So, I actually just got this for May the 4th. It's the Silk Holocron. Hi, Lord Vader. Am I gonna have a good day tomorrow? It's essentially a magic 8-ball. Jesus Christ. And then, so this was my lightsaber that I built in Disney. So I did the Raycor tooth. Hi, Arthur. I did the Raycor tooth. And then it's like the wilderness building. And yeah, unfortunately the battery's dead, so I can't turn it on for you. But I love that. My husband has Darth Maul's, Kylo Ren's, the Emperor, Anakin Skywalker's, and I think I said Darth Maul, but I didn't say Darth Maul. He is Darth Maul. And then this was the one he built. Oh, it's heavy. So he went before me, the year before me, I think. Bone grip, that's awesome. What color do you think I put in my lightsaber? What color do you think my kyber crystal is, chat? Oh shit, I'm just gonna have him do that. I don't know how to do it. You're guessing red. I wasn't sure what color I was gonna pick. And they ran out of the color green, like my phone case. Ooh. I did blue. So that was really cool. And then I was just telling chat, you did get it right. I was just telling chat two days ago in my last stream, the first time I ever went to Florida. Never been to Florida, never been to Disney World. So excited to go. Florida said, here's a Category 5 hurricane. So I was there through Hurricane Ian. It was pretty crazy. Yeah. Hurricane Ian was one of, if not the most devastating hurricane in Fort Myers in years. So it was crazy to be down there. Let's see. So this was the view from my, this was the morning after. You can see the current is like super crazy still, really like moving. Do I have anything during the hurricane? Yeah, this was during the hurricane. I mean, it's downpouring. They came to like your room and they took your patio furniture, which was really nice. And then what else? What else? Oh, so they closed like, you know, all the restaurants, all the cast members who like lived there or who worked there, like they either spent the night and was like put up in like a room, or you know, they would go home if they could. And it was pretty unbelievable because everything's closed. So you're like, what am I going to do for dinner? My food reservations, blah, blah, blah. Disney had a buffet, completely free, anything you wanted. And it was great because it was the only thing in Disney that it didn't cost money. It's crazy, 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 crazy. And I may or may not have caught maybe COVID when I was down in Florida. I mean, it was wild that they had free food, but I was excited to be able to, you know, have a free meal in Disney, and it's really nice. And then the following day, which was really cool, was the park was only open for guests who had stayed on the Disney property. So you didn't have to stay at a Disney hotel, but you had to have stayed on their property. And they have like Hilton hotels, they have like whatever hotels. You don't have to stay within their resorts or their hotels. But if you had stayed within that, you were able to go to the park when it opened on Friday, which was perfect for us because we were going to Magic Kingdom. I believe 250,000 people go through Magic Kingdom every day, but because we were during a hurricane, it was only whoever stayed there. Whenever I hear Virgil falls, I am the storm that is approaching. Nice, nice. Okay, so here is the start of our next cherry blossom. I need a few pieces, so let me get them all kind of organized. Okay, so I need 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 5, 6. Oh, those are different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Well, I did survive that music. So this year, people were used to flirty heat. People were falling out the first day. So, FAQ, my moderator, Jeremy, is at a music festival in Las Vegas, and we were talking. He's like, yeah, it's gonna be like 80s, 90s the whole time. And in the heat, no thank you. The extreme heat like that, no thank you. I tuck into casinos if it's like 90 degrees out. Like, I just tuck in really quick. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The hottest I've ever experienced was I was in Nevada. It was about 110. And I was also in Arizona when I was like younger, like 2007. So that would have made me 13. And it was like, I think real feel was like 120. And, you know, the thing is, like, the joke is, like, it's a dry heat, but it is. Like, you don't sweat. The sweat on your body just immediately gets absorbed by the heat. It's very interesting if you've never experienced a true desert kind of climate. Yeah, so he's seeing the Contenders is his band. He's gonna go see. And then my guy Frank Turner happens to be playing, so I think Jeremy's gonna go watch Frank. Yeah, the dry heat's interesting. I can't handle the humidity. I'm over in California and it gets hot, but really it's dry heat, as you said. Whenever I visit, same. Oh my gosh! So, my family's from Orange County. I grew up going to California every summer. The California natives, which is like very rare to find, as I'm sure you know. They were there in the like 20s and 30s. So, I've been a bunch of times, and it's really not bad with the heat, but it's the humidity that kills you. On a coffee stop out of the zoo of a parking lot of Trader Joe's. Why is it that Trader Joe's has the worst parking lots? Is it like canonic that they have to? I haven't been through a really warm day in New York yet. We had 90 degrees. We had 80 degrees the other day. But the thing is, like with New York, with these sort of like northeast climates, is you never know what you're gonna get. The weather is so unpredictable. That's true. So the one they just built in my parents' area is in a very tiny parking lot. Well, it's actually, they took over a parking lot and it's not as bad, but if they didn't take over it, it would have been really bad. I've been to Jersey. Does that count? I don't live there, but I visited when I was younger. You know, I've only been to the airport in New Jersey. Old school gamer, yes. Yeah, I'm in upstate. I'm not a city person. I've talked about this a little bit on stream, but you know, I prefer to keep my location generally like private. You know, I don't care if you guys know what state I'm in, but I'm not going to tell you like, you know, I'm gonna tell you my home address and be like, or, but it's interesting that I said that because here's the beauty with New York. I would argue the majority of people, when I tell them I moved to New York, they think I live in New York City. It's very, very interesting to be like, I don't live in the city, but I'm not going to correct somebody. You know, I've had community members be like, what borough are you in? And I'm like, I'm glad you think I live in a borough. I'm glad you think I live in an area with like millions of people. And I have a very common name, so it's like, you'd have to really try to find me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You need 14 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's a reason why the term upstate exists as a former New York City person. I cross paths when I was younger, so spirits you down. Tend to assume it's New York City. Yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining. It's kind of nice. It's funny that you say that, Slopey. So, the biggest incident that we ever had was actually a puzzle. I bought Gareth a 2,000 piece puzzle for Christmas with a puzzle board. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And he was building it, and he had put a blanket over it so that like Ozzy couldn't steal any pieces. Well, Ozzy really liked the blanket. Like really liked the blanket. And he decided to loaf on it. And when he loafed on it, he pulled the blanket and it dragged the whole puzzle down. He was able to salvage some of it, but I'd say like he was 80% done, and then he essentially had to start over. They have absolutely tried to knock over the Legos, but they'd rather just like steal the pieces. So it's not out here. There's a piece, and it has like little tiny TIE fighter ships or like some sort of Star Wars ship, and Ozzy will bite the ship and he'll take it and he'll run away with it. Let's find the photo of the puzzle. I'm just gonna go take one. It's in the hallway. It's really close by, so I'll just show you guys a photo. And then Foodie said I need to show Scoop the you show him the Velma clip. So I accidentally went viral on TikTok because my cat got stuck in the blinds, and it was really funny, and she was completely safe and nothing happened to her, but the entire internet tried to tell me I should unalive myself, and that's why my cat tried to jump out of a window because she wanted to kill herself for living with me. So that was really fun to deal with. So this is the 2,000 piece Star Wars puzzle. It's episode 1. It's not really a good photo of it. It's hard to get because there's a glare on it. Hi, Lindsay Dennis. And then the video of my cat that went viral. Guys, a lot of you know it was like, the backstory was I was on my phone just like this, and I was ordering food. And I was just like gonna go out and get my food. And Velma's like making kitty cat noises, you know. I hear her nails, I hear her scratching, I hear her doing her thing. I don't look up from my phone. If you have a cat, you know for a fact, you don't always have to know what they're doing. They will let you know what they're doing. So, she was making noise. I thought nothing of it. Well, let's see how many views. 5 million views later. 5 million views later. She's losing herself in the blinds. And then the minute I get her, she's like super okay and happy, and she's like in love, and she settles down. But my husband and I thought it was the funniest thing in the world. You know, we're crying laughing at this security tape. We're like, put it on TikTok, put it on TikTok. It's so funny, it's so funny. And people were so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, sounds good, Arthur. Yeah. Hi, Lunar. How are you? And you know, people were like, don't you know that there's blinds that exist without, like cordless blinds? And I was like, you guys are so ignorant, like in the comments, because I'm a renter. That's not my blinds. Those came installed in my house. They're like, you shouldn't have a cat because you have blinds with cords. And I'm like, half of you shouldn't have a license because you drink and drive, but or text and drive. You're dangerous. You could kill your cat. You could kill someone else and others because you're always on your phone in the car. Why don't you turn your whole house into a padded cell for maximum security? Honestly. No, I mean, all my friends and like everyone was like, oh, like cats being cats, you know? I would say like 90% of people thought it was hilarious and were like, oh my God, I can't believe like she's okay. And like, I'm glad I was there. You know, it would have been really scary if I wasn't there. She could have really gotten hurt. And I recognize that. But truthfully, and you know, this might be an excuse, that was November 2024. I had my windows open because it was nice out. It was November. We don't get nice weather in November. So I was just like negligent and being like, oh, it's nice out. Let me just open the window. And, you know, ever since, I make sure I tie my blinds up. I'm mindful of it. I'm conscious of it. But your cat had a kitten? Congratulations. Did you know she was pregnant? That's so special. Oh my God. So you guys will laugh at this. My cat Velma, the white one that just came to say hi, and the one who got caught in the blinds. I have a patio, and it's like up the staircase, so you're technically on the second floor when you're on the patio. And she went on the roof the other day. I don't let her outside, like on the porch. I don't trust her. But, you know, you're with your cat, you're hanging out. And, you know, you don't think much of it. And then she just starts walking on the roof. No longer tired, long story short, woke up in the morning, but I think the melatonin was still in effect. Oh, gosh, yeah. I get melatonin hangovers. It's very real, Lunar. It's very real. I get, like I said, I tend not to take edibles before bed necessarily because it gives me the hangover. I made a nice song once. You know, terrible people make nice songs, and it's unfortunate. My music guilty pleasure is Kanye. Kanye's like an evil person, but like, you know, Graduation comes on in my car and I'm not gonna like turn it off. Oh, did I swear I dropped a piece. We did this earlier. He's batshit crazy, but his music is great, honestly. I just need a little circular piece, and honestly, I can just grab it from here. I don't need to search for it. And you know, we all have our guilty pleasures of like people who have been like canceled, you know? The only one I hate, the only one I hate, and I will never be able to support is Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt was federally investigated for choking his wife and his children on an airplane. And the reason it was federally investigated is because it happened on a private plane. And when that stuff happens on a private plane, that is considered you don't have you're not in a, it's airspace. You're not in the US, you're in the air. I mean, I'm sure I could use this piece, but let's find out before I fuck myself over. The Brad Pitt one's really disappointing because he's a good actor, but the federal investigation against choking his wife, I mean, domestic abuse is just like, and apologize for like the topic, but that's like the one thing that blind rage, I cannot stand when someone hurts somebody. Especially when children are involved. Children should never be exposed to that. Well, Brad Pitt has a new blockbuster coming out this summer. Oh my God, Diddy. Don't even get me started. Diddy is scary. He's gonna go down for racketeering. He's gonna go down for racketeering. I mean, there's just, when you have a federal investigation and let me just make sure I grab the right ones. No, oh, I'm so glad your cat's doing well, Arthur. Yeah, like, you know, what's his name? Was it Al Capone? Al Capone got tax evasion, which is how they finally got him. That's how they're gonna get Diddy, is the racketeering. Anyways, chat. We can talk about something better than people being disgusting. I'll give you guys a raffle. That'll break up the chaos. And I appreciate you guys being able to have these like honest conversations. Because like, you know, this stuff is like, we're in an ASMR stream. People are trying to hang out. People are trying to relax. But you guys allow this space to be open. Okay, like this. Yes, like this. So, to your point, Arthur, everybody loves the song Forget You or F You by CeeLo Green. But CeeLo Green has some not great legal charges that involve SA, and that's not okay. Shoot, I was too slow. Yeah, Hanson, I didn't get to say something because I was like kind of going through the motions of starting stream, but I saw you said you left in the morning this morning. That's good. You beat the traffic. Get up there in like 2 hours or so, or maybe 3, depending on how far north you are. Yeah, and you know, it's not, you know, you should never be like shamed for consuming media by someone that's been canceled if you don't know. I don't like Chris Brown. I do not like Chris Brown. He's playing Fenway Park this summer. And I was like, oh my God, Fenway Park, they released like their summer concerts. I wonder who's playing. And I was like, you're headlining Fenway, the most iconic baseball stadium? Gross. Dude, that's awesome. I'm so glad that you had I'm so glad you had a good experience getting up there. It's worth leaving early, especially on a holiday weekend. I hope it's a nice weekend. I hope the weather stays decent. I don't know what it's going to be like up north, but I know in Boston, my parents were like, it's wet. It's very wet. Oh, those are not. So I'm going to have to move those ones just a touch. Just like that. That's really sweet, Hanson. I'm glad you're with your family. It's really nice you can spend your weekend with your family. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I just had to move some pieces over because there's like this little it's like a bar on it. Woohoo! Don't spend it all in one place now, chat. Move these over. Perfect. And now we have to build the rest of these green motherfuckers. I need a dab if I want to do this. That's so sweet. I gave my cousin, no, my friend, I went to Venice Beach in California, and I brought her back sand from Venice Beach. And she was like, that's so cool. And I was like, yeah, you know, like, it's a famous, iconic beach. Oh, I don't smoke cigarettes. I smoke cannabis. I smoke cannabis. I don't like nicotine. I mean, trust me, any inhalation is not good for you, but I'd rather smoke cannabis any day. You know, it's always really funny when I tell my doctors, because I go to the doctor often enough because of my health and like the epilepsy and stuff. And nobody seems to care about my marijuana use. They're just like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, I use marijuana all the time. They're like, that's cool. Oh, Chris. That's a good point. Like, I also have like exercise-induced asthma, so I'm very mindful of my breathing and when I'm inhaling. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I knew there were going to be extra. Oh, see, I've been very lucky. So, Massachusetts legalized it in 2017. So, that's great. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Massachusetts, it's Boston. Boston is the city, Massachusetts is the state. Massacu. Yep, it's I gotta spell it. I can't. That's how you spell it. It's one of those things, born and raised. I have to spell it out, like mentally, to spell it. Massachusetts. It's not an E at the end. I lived there my whole life and I don't even know how to spell it. How do you expect people from other countries and other cities to know how to say it? Can't move and can't spell anymore, honestly. Okay, chat. So we built these 3, which are lotus flowers. So this one in the middle is like supposed to be like somewhat blossomed. And the white one is supposed to be a completely open lotus flower. And the left, my right is closed. So we go from closed to semi-open to fully open. No, so let me show you. So you could just like clip it back on, like you said, and I could take this pink, and I could do a pink one. So you could mix and match, like you said. Oh gosh, you could do like a Neapolitan color. And then we did, secondly, was the tulips. These ones were kind of super easy to make. I don't know if these were the first Lego like flowers they ever came up with, but I think there's a different design that they've upgraded to and they've changed. I think. I don't know. And then the last, the first one. Yes, those are tulips. Then the first ones we built were little sunflowers. Yeah, I think they changed the stems because these ones are like light green but similar in size and shape. But these ones seem a little more like polished, and there's a lot of them in here. But now I can add more flowers to the vase. It's really cute because we also have the roses. It's not the bouquet, it's just like individual roses. And one of my favorite bands is Blink 182. And my husband put the roses by the stairs. It's 4:20. And you can really think it's funny. Yep, this is our little dirt pile. So, you know, as I mentioned earlier, so many Legos come with little pieces, like little things. And it's like there's no point in keeping those little things if you don't need to. Yeah, this is it. As I mentioned, we have so many behind me. My husband is like the coolest nerd in the world. So we have a bunch of Star Wars Legos. We have the Kaminoan. And my favorite is R4 Scramble Code 5. R4 Scramble Code 5 to Coruscant, courtesy of the Old Folks Home. I have discovered a clown army. And then I kind of showed you guys like a little bit, but I'll just raise my camera up. So there's a whole Lego shelf. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. That was so scary. It was so scary. I tripped. I tripped all over that. You should, Luna. So the ones that I was just showing, those were starting at like $7 and the maximum was $14. Okay, so this is my Halloween set. Oh, you can't really see it. The mini plants, the cherry blossom tree, more of the mini plants, the McLaren flowers. I think that's a Harley. And then this is the 25th anniversary from the pod racing, Phantom Menace. Remember, concentrate on the moment. Feel, don't think. Use your instincts. This one is from A New Hope. The Force is strong with this one. It's the Trench Run. This is Dagobah, Do or do not try. Do or do not, there is no try. And then the last one is 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi, which is I am a Jedi like my father before me. I can move this. I can move this easily. Yeah. So my brother-in-law, he lived with my husband for a few years. And one of the funniest things he ever did was come on. He gave Yoda a gun. So one day we're just like hanging out in the living room, doing our thing, and we walk over and we're like, oh my God, Yoda has a gun. So funny. But yes, Christopher, that is a McLaren. They also have a Ferrari. Brian Delcash gifted that to us. Yeah, it was so funny. Have you ever thought about getting the Star Destroyer or the Scan Crawler? Set definitely on the wish list for me. So my husband, again, rainy day fund. I promise it's a rainy day fund. We don't spend all our money on Legos. He has this one to build. He got this for May the 5th. I feel like the saga would have ended very differently if Yoda had a gun. Yoda would have popped Palpatine way before the Senate building. I love the Interceptor. Yeah, it's really cool. So, got a lot of really nice Legos. And we did 3 boxes. The only box I didn't get to was this one, and it's mostly because I don't like building cherry blossoms. These little Legos, I love them, but the little guys like this, oops, like I think this is like lilacs, and I think, what do you guys think this is? I don't think it's a hydrangea. Oh, it probably says it on the box. I should look. They're just annoying because they're super intricate, so you have to like click everything onto one another and it all like hooks. It's not that bad, but it's just kind of a pain in the ass. And if I don't have to do it on stream, I probably won't, because I'd rather just like take my time doing that one and like, you know. But yeah, there's a lot of really cool Legos out there. They're too expensive for this old man. Yeah, so you know, like I said, Gareth has a rainy day fund, and he puts, I couldn't tell you the number, but maybe $250, maybe $400 from every other paycheck, because he gets paid bi-weekly. So that's like $800 a month, hypothetically. So if you save like $800 a month times 12, that's $16,000. Wait, did you say Lego blossoms? Lego plants? In this case, Lego. Yep, so these are cherry blossoms. It's 400 pieces, so you could try this on stream, Lunar. And then I bought this for my husband a few years ago as a birthday present. So, you know, guys, what's really cool about this? Some of you might know this already if you're Lego fans. Some of you may not know this if you're not Lego fans. But if you look closely on the cherry blossoms, those are not leaves. Lego did not use leaves. Lego used frogs. So those little things right there, those are Lego frogs. Hey Jinx, welcome back. So that one was a little more expensive, Lunar. It is Lunar. But you know, I think it's worth it. Yeah, Jinx, let me show you what we finished. So we built 3 lotus flowers. The white one is an open, pink one is not opened. We did both the sunflowers and then the tulips, the little tulip guys. There's another tulip, it's in the middle. Stuck in the middle with you. In the middle of the dirt, my boo. Congrats, Kazam. Congrats. I'm so glad, Christopher. That makes me so happy. Yeah, I'm so happy we built this. Do you guys, like, overall, what are your thoughts on these kind of streams? I like feedback from my community. I like to know what you guys enjoy. I like to know things that I can do differently. And, you know, it's constructive criticism. You know, if you guys are like, hey, I really like this, but maybe you could try doing a different camera angle, or hey, I really like this, but maybe next time you don't play anything in the background and you just have like rain sounds. Your real name? Oh my god, so I have, you know, so many variants to spell Caitlin, so I'm right there with you. Okay, so can I just do screen capture? Okay, I'll just do it like this. You guys are going to see the OBS for a second. It's going to be kind of annoying. Oh, perfect. I didn't do it. Okay. Caitlin is the feminine name given of Irish origins. Historically, the English name Caitlin is angelicized as Kathleen or Kathleen. Non-Irish speakers began pronouncing the name as Caitlin, which led to various spellings such as C-A-T-L-I-N, which is my spelling, C-E-I-T-L-I-N, never heard that one. I hate this one. I hate this one. I really hate this one. I don't mind this one. This one's fine. I don't like that. I don't mind this. I don't like that. What the fuck is that? Caitlin. That's like how people pronounce my name if they're not English speakers. The fact that that's a spelling, that says line. That word is line. That is not Lynn. That is not Caitlin. That's Caitlin. I don't like this one either. But if you're wondering, mine is the traditional spelling. So, notable Caitlins. Let's see how long this stays. Do you think they're gonna let it stay? Oh my god, I gotta screenshot that. Oh my god. Oh my god, isn't that so funny? Did I just edit the Caitlin Wikipedia to add myself? I sure did. Oh my God. I have an IMBD. Oh my God. See, guys, I haven't told you this. I was in a documentary, and the documentary is going to be premiering at the Edinburgh Film Festival, and it's like an actual real like film festival, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity to have been able to have a film that is spoken publicized like so. I really hope it goes well. So my friend and business partner was like, hey, you should probably get an IMBD. And I was like, oh, okay, because I get credit. I get, it's not producer credit or anything like that, but I still get credit. So I'm really excited. It's actually a documentary about ASMR, and it's a documentary about noise pollution and how noise pollution and distracting sounds can really affect creators and people. So, yep, your girl's got an IMBD. It's really weird talking about yourself in the third person. Caitlin's content creation journey began in 2012 when she launched her YouTube channel, ASMR Kitten, dedicated to ASMR and sleep aid. Hi everyone, just hanging out and doing some homework. Hey Chain Chomp Facts, welcome. Sweet dreams, Christopher. Yeah, so I will let you guys know when it comes out. I believe the film festival is September, so hopefully sometime after that we can watch it. I would love to do a watch party and watch it on stream with you guys. I don't see why Mike would have a problem with it being streamed. I'll just text him actually. Text Mike Phallic. Hey, I'm literally streaming right now, but I'm talking about the documentary, and I was wondering, would it be okay for me to stream it on Twitch and do a watch party in the future for my community and our friends? Question mark. Watch party would be amazing. Yeah, I'm really excited. You know, I had maybe like a 13-minute interview. I just talked about ASMR and what my experience has been like, and noise pollution. Oh, Sloopy, what's up? I had to turn it pretty high. Okay. I did notice that. I did notice that my audio was a little, I did notice that, so I'm glad you said so. I'm glad you said so. ASMR documentary. I'm not sure who's in it. I'm not sure who's in it. Mike texted me. That would rock. Maybe make it a proper thing, but talk all you want. I said, yeah, we're talking about it right now in chat. Have a great day. I hope that your day gets a little better now that you can wake up a little bit more. And be well, Lunar. Be well. Yeah, so Mike said that would rock. Maybe make it like a proper thing, but that would be so cool. Thank you. Yeah, so the producer of the documentary gave us the blessing. It shouldn't be like a monetization issue. So hopefully we can watch the documentary together in a couple months, chat. And yeah, it's really exciting to be a part of something so big. So the documentary is being produced by Mike Phallic, and Mike is working with, you have to pardon me, I don't know their name, but the curator of the ASMR University, where they do studies on the brain, how ASMR affects the brain, research, everything that's come to his desk in the last several years, ASMR related. And Mike was telling me it's like stacks of paper he has of research. So he is going to be also producing it, as well as comedian Chuck Nice. So it's kind of wild to be involved as a little Twitch streamer into a larger, exciting scope of things. But I'm excited. You deserve all the things. Thank you, Christopher. Guys, I would not be streaming here on Twitch if it wasn't for Christopher. Christopher encouraged me, made me feel like I could do anything. And literally the reason why I stream is because of Chris. So please, lots of love to my moderator. Yeah, so let's see where we're at. What's next week look like for me? Okay, so Chuck Nice from Neil deGrasse Tyson, the one and the only Chuck Nice. Isn't that crazy cool to be involved in something that like an actual household name is involved in? Like, it's so cool. I feel so humbled to be able to be part of that. Okay, so Monday is Memorial Day. I don't think I'll be live Monday. I don't see why I would. It doesn't make sense to me. No offense. Tuesday I have my nails, but I should be able to stream in the evening. I don't see why I wouldn't. Papa Smurf, thank you so much for 57 months. Thank you so much for the support. Oh, thank you so much for the huge amount of love. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. How are you? Welcome. So Tuesday would be a likely day for a live. Wednesday, maybe. Thursday, I have D&D. And Friday, Saturday are just normal days. So yeah, I think realistically, Tuesday, don't change your nails. Oh, my nail broke, I have to. That's like my real nail. It hurts. I gotta get it hurts. So definitely Tuesday. Wednesday's a possibility. Thursday's no. And then I like to do something on the weekends, or I've been trying to. So I think I'll try sometime next weekend. I'll let you guys know. And yeah, tomorrow I'm just gonna watch the Monaco Grand Prix. We're gonna just like chill. Hopefully the weather's nice. And then Monday, I'm just gonna hang out at the house, do some chores. Don't really have a lot planned. I want to play Helldivers or something with like my friends this weekend. Someone earlier was talking about Repo. That game is so much fun. I was playing Repo with Lizzie Lestrange and Riley Rose lately, and it's so much fun. Yeah, so like, for example, Arthur, the ASMR University is sort of researching like why do we experience tingles and like what happens through the brain when we are experiencing these tingles. So for example, like if you look at a brain scan hypothetically of like what is happening in your brain when you get ASMR, it's like comparable to some other release of emotion, and I don't know what it is. I can't remember, so I'm not going to lie to you and say it's when the body produces oxytocin. But it's something similar where your body is doing the exact same thing of another process in the body, and that's what the ASMR University is researching. But also, like, there's so much information that's not known about ASMR. Why do we experience tingles? Why do some people experience tingles? Things along things along those lines. Yeah, so I'll pull it up for you guys. ASMR University, the ASMR University. I'll put it in the chat for you guys so you can check out the website, but it's asmruniversity.com. No, Arthur, you didn't know. I'm explaining it to you. So like the website has all this information on what ASMR is, the research they do. podcast, first time visitor about ASMR, health benefits. So let's go to what is ASMR, and then we'll check out health benefits. Triggers, mindfulness. You can read more about the biological and evolutionary theories about ASMR here, including the potential brain chemicals involved in the benefit of ASMR for survival and relationships. Again, this is a working theory. They're still doing the science, so this is why it's a theory. It might work. May be strongly responsible for euphoria and tingles, which would be the endorphins. Oxytocin linked to comfort, relaxation, and reduced stress. Serotonin, comfort, relaxation, decreased stress. Dopamine, desire to experience ASMR repeatedly and focused attention while experiencing ASMR. And this is, oh, that's so cool. I've never looked at this graphic before. Wow. So they show where it could be happening in the brain. That's so cool. And not all the information has been clinically proven, which we know. That is so cool. I'm so glad I looked that up. So I hope you guys look at it too. Hi, lol, Fortnite fan. What the fuck do I think about people who vape? Oh, Christopher makes a good point. They should look at the connection between the lack of touch in people with disabilities and how ASMR helps. Interesting. I'm sure I could. I know a psych. There's an ASMR artist who's a psych. Well, this is cannabis. I don't vape nicotine, it's just cannabis. But we're just hitting 3 hours. So I am going to get out of here. It's 4:45 in the US on the East Coast, so I'm gonna figure out dinner. I have leftovers. So I think that would be nice. So if you guys would, I always encourage you guys to join the Discord. That's the most active place that you can get real-time notifications. So I would appreciate if you guys did that. But also, you know, the YouTube is super great. Lots and lots and lots of stuff you can get on the YouTube's over 600 videos. Oh, perfect. I found someone that we're going to raid. So this is Cosmic Blue Siren. I've never raided them before. But their chat says they're doing a partner push. If you guys don't know what partner push means, it means the person's really trying to become a Twitch partner. And the best way to do that is to stream, ask for people to hang out in your chat, do all these really cool things. So I think we should really try our best to follow, to spend time, to enjoy. Thank you, Foodie. I'm excited. So I think that would be really cool to raid her and them and hang out. So I'd like to say thank you to my community for spending time with me, and we had a really cute afternoon together. Legos, fun shenanigans. So I've copy and pasted our raid tag into the chat. So go ahead and click Command Copy, and when we get into the stream, post that in the chat. Send all of your love that you can to Cosmos. Yeah, it was so much fun. I can't wait to do it again. Like I said, we got some great feedback, and we have big Legos to build. So the big Legos, we'll just get a couple hours a week building it on stream. Hopefully it'll be done in no time. So I gotta put my headphones on so I can hear the stream, and I will see you guys Tuesday. Okay? I love you guys. Have a great night. Mwah.